Right, so this is final project for week 6. Go over it real quick. Um, I always do these too long. I basically created 5 classes. Card class that's going to hold the value for each card. It's going to be the suit, the value, and the name for each card. Deck class, which will hold all of the cards inside of it, along with their suits, names, and values that we can pull from. I then created a create a deck function that would iterate through all the suits and names and values of the cards and push a new card that would add each one of those to it into a deck of 52. Um, then created a shuffle deck by basically splicing all the cards into random positions. I found though that this wasn't very it favored player 2 a lot. Um, so I tried to create another one here, but it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. Well, it didn't work at all. So it's something I want to come back to and see if I can get working again. But for now, this does work. Because I had that problem when I had the deal decks, what I made it do is deal out 26 cards each person. I did math.random on that again. So it'll splice a random card, and I found that that actually helped, and it seemed to be a little more random after that. So it would shuffle the deck and also randomize the 26 cards you give to a player. I then have the player in the game class. Player just holds the hands, the score. The hand is what the deck is dealt to, the score and their name. And then the game is basically the object that we're going to start running from. So when you actually start the game, I know you're not. I know it was just automated only, but I've been having an issue with it, so I really wanted to try adding things. So I did do a prompt where you could put in the name of the players you want, and then I push those into their values, basically that we could pull from the other uh, that we could pull to the other things. So basically, when you start, it'll prompt you. You put in the names. It'll create my deck, which will be a deck. It'll run my deck through create a deck, and it'll create a shuffle deck, which is my deck ran through that program. Um, then it'll deal the deck out and it'll run play game and end game. Play game is basically it just takes the 2 players, it has a battle winner and a battle value, and it basically creates a while loop that'll run every hand, so all 26 hands through, pull out a card from each of those and compare the values. If player 1 is more, it allots a score and adds to the battle. If player 2 has a higher value, it allots player 2 a score and adds 1 to the battle. And if nobody wins, nobody gets a point, but it still adds 1 to the battle because you only have the 26 to go through. Once the battle winner is declared and we have an actual player score, since it's iterated through, it'll run end game, which will just compare player 1 to player 2 score. See if player 1 is more, it'll run this code, which is just a simple information, just tells you who won, what their score was, and all that. It'll run player 2. If player 2 has a higher value, it's exact same thing, just for player 2 instead of 1. Or it'll say that nobody won, still give you the information. Um, if it's a tie game. And then basically this creates the new game object, which runs it, and it runs through all of that. I'll run it real quick. Ninja versus Jedi. The war's over. Let's run it one more time so you can actually see the console log. So Ninja 1, score 15, score of 11, and you can see that as it iterates through, it keeps track of what card was played and who won. And then once all that is done, I basically checked the final test to just see if create deck would in fact create an array of 52 cards, which it did. And that's it. Thank you very much.
I also put a console log at every function that I wanted because then it was easier. If anything went wrong, I could kind of see exactly what function it went wrong at, and just adding that console log would show me where the functions would stop working, which helped me debug it.